Okay, in this video we are going to look at Minuet II from Bach's Partita in B flat, BWV, sorry, 825. So Minuet II. Now Minuet II uses a lot of voice leading. It's much more similar to Organ technique. So because of the style of this piece, we'll avoid using ornamentation as such. The addition here says slower tempo. That's not written there by Bach. Normally I keep a consistent tempo through the two minuets, but of course you have a little bit of flexibility there. Okay, so we've got fourth finger B flat. Don't worry about any other notes on the score. Just play the top notes for this section. And then float away, and then 2 on G, and then the thumb is going to come under the 2, and then inside for 4 and 2, and then 3 and 1, so our lovely scale in thirds, and then 2, 1, 3, 2, and then 1 and 4. So Bach has automatically written his own variation in for this repeated section by adding an extra note. Rest, 2 on G, 1 and 5, thumb coming under, 2 and 4. Now we've got an ornament. We are going to put the ornament on the beat. So we're going to play at the same time as the A. Now if we were going historically correct as per Quantz, and Quantz being closely associated with Bach, we would take his word as being quite knowledgeable. He would say that little tiny note takes a whole minim's value. 1, 2, 3. The recordings often have, so you're probably more used to hearing it that way. Or you could do 1, 2, 3. So you've actually got a little bit of freedom with how you play the appoggiatura. If you want to do it according to Quantz's treatise, then it's much longer. If you want to do it according to modern practice, then it's a bit shorter. Now, when we repeat, we might want to ornament, and being more sustained, we could do that. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. You can pick something there or just do what's written there. I'd probably stick with what's written there. I like the sound of that better than the other options I just tried. Now, bar 9, sorry, not verse 9, bar 9, we've got 1 and 5. Now we're going to hold the pinky while we change the bottom note, and now change everything to just the third finger on C, then 2 and 4, connected to 1 and 5, then put 3 over. Now the octave, if you can't stretch the octave, just do the top note, and then we're going to 4 and 2. When we do 4 and 2, we quickly close the hand. 1 and 3, and then 3 over. Now hold the F sharp while we change the top note, and then the thumb. In the middle, there it is. Now 4 and I use 2 and 5 here, and then 1 and 4 here. Then there's our octave. Now I have to let go. I can't connect that physically, so I'm not going to try. I don't want to hurt my hand. And again, if you can't reach the octave, just play the top note. And then we have our 6th. If you can do it with 1 and 4, great. If you can't, just use 1 and 5. So just the 1 note on the top and the 1 and 5 if you can't stretch the octave. If you can stretch it, use the fingering written. 3, and now our ornament. Now, in this case, according to Quantz, because the note's worth 2 counts, the ornament takes half of its value. So when you see the ornament, you might hear it played that way, which is a more modern interpretation, or 1 crotchet beat each. And then we do the repeat. So I wonder what ornamentation we can do here. That's probably too hard to stretch. rolling chords was a common way to ornament them. There was a reason for that, because the harpsichord's notes don't sustain for very long, neither does the clavichord or the virginal. So in order to make a chord sustain, you would actually spread it out, and that makes it sound like it lasts for longer. So yes, so you can roll the chords for fun there as well to ornament them. Okay, so I'll play the whole right hand through so you can hear it here, or you can check the other right hand video. I didn't do the repeats, and I thought of something while I was playing it. Connected, but now that's slipped from my mind anyway. I'll think about it later, make another video. Okay, have fun practicing it. Bye for now.